But Diaby, and football beshas here and football no shas here in England, and that is a lot of games in between across but fortunately it's Liverpool against AFC Bournemouth. But I will check it in this particular season a year room now. Last time we didn't come out at the farm, most of these strikers I believe say they can easily score that number of goals for their football club. The likes of João Pedro, Victor Gyökeres, and even Brian Mbeumo, Matheus Cunha, and Benjamin Sesko Mama Manchester United, and even other players on with me in those kind of football clubs. No, I dealt into that and I said, so me bomb home and that's the coach need to me they can easily do that particular thing for that respective football clubs. But Chelsea will need a long way to go in this particular season. A lot of prospects in the air at the Chelsea Football Club because the last season they won two most important trophies and that crucial for them. Because I will check it at the time I Todd Bowley, a bit the key the side of Chelsea Football Club, but he has been able to appoint close to about 6 managers in this particular short spell. It tells you say Chelsea going in this particular Premiership and even to any other competition, they will demand that particular trophies at all moment in cost because of say the kind of investment, the kind of transfer sales, the kind of revenue at Chelsea team are generating just to stabilize their football club financially, tells them a lot of things are a bit about Chelsea in this particular upcoming season for them. Last season they won the Conference League and they did very well. So we'll check it into the Club World Cup, the number of matches on my boy, even going into the semi-final stage, almost sounds real into the final stage. Share the Champions League winner, that was PSG Football Club by 3-0. It tells you, say, the side of Chelsea Football Club was doing something magical for them, and then Enzo Maresca, as an Italian coach, was doing something good for the football club. But so we'll check it Chelsea Football Club last season. In the 38 games that they played, in the 2024 season, in 2024-25 season, they were able to score 64 goals in that particular season, making sure Mitima conceded just 43 goals. To me, it was a good enough for the side of Enzo Maresca in that particular season or boy for Chelsea Football Club. He was able to upgrade that kind of position the side of the previous Kodiomudiye in last 2 seasons. Enzo Maresca was able to upgrade that particular position for Chelsea Football Club in the English Premiership by making sure Mitima conceded 43 goals in 38 games from a boy. To me, in any other way, because of say in their defensive structure, not instability when it comes to injuries and setting in for Chelsea and other things and Chelsea 80 million the squad in depth in the defensive structure of the football club, they were able to concede and even concede in most of the games. To me, me fan say Enzo Maresca in that particular position will need to make sure so Obetimi has stabilized that position for Chelsea Football Club. Gerald had to Ebe combine the side of Marco Kurela in the left flanks. So we'll check it the side of Bediashile and even Liverpool on Wepra. They will need to have a big replacement for Liverpool because I've sat here to say, so we had Chelsea Football Club last season. The kind of transitional passes within their football club, the only player to make it close marking of that particular transitional passes was Liverpool, and he made close to about 1,742 passes, accurate passes, just from the defensive structure into the midfield. It tells you, say, Liverpool from the defensive structure, it will be a big loss for Chelsea Football Club unless they bring in someone who has that kind of flair and who understands the telepathy and the identity of Enzo Maresca. They should have a big replacement for Liverpool or Chelsea Football Club. Not only about the kind of games from a boy, when it comes to close interceptions, when you check about midfield and any other things about Chelsea Football Club, say all ball in any other game. That's what midfield is very good. And one of the key things will be to me so midfield is very good is about interceptions. And they were able to make close about 219 interceptions within all the midfielders within that particular football club. Especially with Moises Caicedo, a hard tackler, a hard destroyer, and a hard neutralizer who was camping in the midfield for the side of Chelsea Football Club. In terms of blocks last season, they made 97 blocks for themselves. In terms of clearances, they made close to about 693 clearances for Chelsea Football Club. And penalties, even when it comes to goalkeeping department, it was 50% for Chelsea Football Club. And this season, or move him as one of these football clubs are. With the number of players in this particular season, they can easily champion on that particular court. Check about the number of players. Jao Pedro, Abba. The side of Jamie Gettins, Abba. Jerry had to F the side of AFC, Ayas, Eddie, in the one Abba Johnny Chelsea Football Club. Liam Delab, and so Abba Johnny Chelsea. Estivao, Isugo, and then even Mamadou Sa, and then Henry Pai, so Abba Johnny, the side of Chelsea Football Club. It tells you one thing, say, in terms of squad in depth, Chelsea wouldn't want to make sure some mentality now Enzo Maresca in last season. At the time, I know 82nd in the English Premier League log, or catch Chelsea Football Club, even the fans, they say he's not in to compete with the trophy, This time around, with the squad in depth and the kind of players he shouldn't make that kind of mentality into the heads of these players. But then, that mentality is going in this particular season, they will win the English Premiership and will beat me ABOU. Then what check the side of Arsenal Football Club. In the long number of years, Mikel Arteta are taking on the chance of himself. So, Okochi, Arsenal Football Club, as their former player, he has not been able to deliver that kind of expectancy by the Arsenal football fans. Because I say, Arsenal anymore, himself in that particular time, the English Premiership in 2004, they went invincibles. Mikel Arteta wasn't part of that particular squad. But then, so we'll check it, the number of trophies are the side of Arsenal, the side of Arsenal Football Club, but at least with the correspondence of the project of Moshasie together with Edio Gaspar and even Mikel Arteta at the time a new sporting director so ultimately in charge Andre Berta. It tells you say Arsenal this season is not coming out and that's but then they will wish so much match the English Premier League because the last 3 seasons they have been second on that particular English Premier League spot. And I believe that this season, Mikel Arteta should find an easy way to come on top and even win the English. But with Manchester United, with the spendings of Manchester United, I hate this particular season. It is just one thing. Ruben Amorim. So if so, when Timmy even second, and that's when Timmy coming close to about first star, Ruben Amorim will be sacked. So when Timmy and Tosso, even with the first 4 within the English Premiership, Amorim will be sacked. Oh yeah. You don't say the entire makers and say, DIABY, check it post Alex Ferguson, manager Somaba. Yeah. Now check it the kind of investment a football club did to me. I hear their mom. So we'll check it David Moyes, when Timian perform very well, or no one the problems on its own. No one check you will be to say, that man you know coach Dutch national team. Louis van Gaal so by. Alonso was, a good coach, but then he lived in his shadows. Check Jose Mourinho be taking over the football club. Because of the ultimate power of the man Jose Mourinho, he was able to make and take some key decisions establishing very well with the Manchester United. That very season, or the Manchester United 82nd, when conducting an interview, or can say one of his biggest achievements in the English Premiership, so we used to Manchester United, post Sir Alex Ferguson in the 2nd, within the English Premiership. Obia can say it is a good omen for the side of Jose Mourinho. Or few Hodomono, the Oba only going to associate a good tactical, coach, a player who has been like a legend, a hero for them because of the goal share in 1999 UEFA Champions League against Bayern Munich. He was accorded with much respect, but then he failed to deliver. Omokofa as someone, when it comes to German philosophy, identity of the German national team, and even the German football, someone on Ernest Happel in 1986, it developed a good identity for the German national team. He came in, but then, identify a major problem within Manchester United when he meant deliver. Or call Austriano, he is now delivering over there. Yeah. No one checked the next coach or buy. That was Erik ten Hag. Ultimately, so Oka Jose Mourinho, Oka Louis van Gaal, Oka David Moyes, Oka even Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This was the coach of man, most of the power, superior power within Manchester United Football Club. But then he failed with the kind of signings, he failed within the player management issues, he failed with some of the quiet mistakes that he did with Manchester United. And that was the reason why I made me feel say Manchester United, Ekofa Ruben Amorim Dinabano, Obehune said at the time, I know what Sporting Lisbon, he took a particular chance on a project in a year for the last 2 seasons on coach Dima Sporting Lisbon, bringing him to Manchester United. All this last season, when he made Liverpool and former Manchester United because he came in the middle of the season. But this season, with the kind of investment, Manchester United, Ediama, the side of Ruben Amorim, and Carlos Baleba and community actually next week, Carlos Baleba will arrive at Old Trafford. So looking at this kind of signings at Manchester United, Ruben Amorim, no, only any other task, but the task is say Manchester United is a traditional football club. So Manchester, sorry, the whole England football, sorry. And when the task become difficult for him, that's when he deliver. And from Manchester United, mind you, DIABY, he will be sacked from the English Premiership. But DIABY, and the Liverpool AFC Bournemouth bit my taking charge.
I count 2 minutes now.
So all share the kind of history that these particular two football clubs in Temwa. In 33 games, the side of Liverpool Football Club has been able to win 19. 10 draws in the PM and 4 defeats in the PM for the side of Liverpool Football Club. So it tells you, say, almost dominating and the chance of AFC Bournemouth in any other moment to be able. The last time a Liverpool able opening match, ball on Friday was 2019-2020 season. And within that kind of season, their first game they won. And that same season was under Jurgen Klopp. They won the English Premiership for the side of Liverpool Football Club in this particular season. That was the reason why I made a prediction. I chose Liverpool Football Club to make me win because based on history, football is a repetitive action, and based on the last time I'm on the Friday night was 2019-2020 season, and they won the English Premiership at that particular moment in time. Now, so what share Liverpool most played players in opening matches are Jamie Carragher was 15 matches. I wait me about them at Liverpool. Steven Gerrard was 12 matches. Jordan Henderson, a team PM with 10 matches for the side of yes, Jamie Carragher.
I feel on DTI or Casabi.
Bobra
is a legend.
Legend for Liverpool.
Leander, a legend.
DIABY. So what checking goals at Liverpool Football Club in opening matches. Ometimia 61 goals as compared to 35 goals Ometimia conceded. It tells you say Liverpool in opening matches they can score close to about over 2.5. But the influence of Salah will be played and influential in this particular game. All those in opening games or 9 goals, but then and our history do also within this particular game. The time and say, so we'll check most of the players are in a single home or mobile within their football club. The likes of Thierry Henry or Highbury with Arsenal, he scored 114 goals or Highbury or Manchester home. So we'll check Sergio Aguero for the side of Etihad. He scored 106 goals at Etihad or Manchester home. Mohamed Salah at 105 goals. And Mohamed Salah, it's Michigua, Obitman make that kind of history together with Sergio Aguero and Thierry Henry in the English Premiership as a single player at home in opening matches and any other goals are watched within the English football team. No, he has been able to score 106 goals. Over 2.5 and Liverpool will win.
Mate, Mama Yenny and Brafi. Ramantes as a Crobia Kumasi Asante Koroko, the NCC channel. Penny back on account so I withdraw. They be Yanni and Nakasa. Making camera season in the Kaka. Good afternoon, Abu. Fakye Sports, number 1. A big stance to the special one for his analysis. You guys are too good to be compared. Although Abu DIABY, some of us are happy to brag about knowing you and the impact you have made on us in sport. God bless you all to reach the highest possible standard. Father Briscoe, the beginning nana, Brikuma Mangwase. Was there a big virus that I'm in love with his glasses? Make it take dash me. If you have been in the SC, Obi Abano Kitane there. Near there. Good evening, my inspirational Kwikwa Beku is your boy Patrick from Takrade, aka Nana Kwame Reaction. England, Chelsea, Spain, Real Madrid, Italy, Napoli, Germany, Bayern Munich, France, PSG. This is my prediction for the season. Greetings to you and the crew. I've been trying to reach you, but your line is not reachable. Thank you. Why? And I will so England, Chelsea, Spain, Barcelona, Italy, Napoli, Germany, Bayern Munich, and PSG, France. I don't get what Habib injuries. I don't go with Habib. Injuries will surely come. I'm IB from Sunyani. IB Michel Yepa. Now it's a good afternoon. We Manchester United supporters need the goalkeeper. They can buy Mbappe and Vinicius, but still be on the bottom. From George Asante, Mampono also Erifiere Baye. And I wish you good afternoon, Fakye Sport. Slot want to use his tactics on us, Team Chelsea. He should carry his pressure on defending the title with a lot of recruitment. The Obomode headed by Good day, Fakye Sport. I've seen Jimmy Carragher's comment about the club World Cup that Chelsea cannot see